this is the second problem. It says that you are given with a positive integer array nums. For a positive integer k, define non-positive nums comma k as the minimum number of operations you need to make every element of nums non-positive, which means you have to make all the numbers as negative. In one operation, you can choose any index I and reduce it by nums I by k. Okay. Return an integer denoting the minimum value of k such that non-positive nums comma k is less than equals to k. Okay. So the non-positive defines the minimum number of operations, and we need to check the minimum number of operations to reduce the whole array into the negative array must be less than equals to k square. Okay, so we have to choose k. So in this problem, you are given with an array, say a1, a2, a3. Now you have to first choose a value k, correct? Now after choosing a value k, you have to decrease a minus k minus k minus k up until this ai is less than 0. So you will do same for a2 until a1 is less than 0, then a2 is less than 0, and so on, a3 is less than 0. So the total number of operations these operations performed must be less than is equals to k square, and we need to find the minimum possible minimum value of k. Okay. A minimum possible value of k. Look, you need to visualize something that we are decreasing the number by k, correct? So if I increase k, what will happen? If I increase my k, what will happen? That the value of k, as the value of k increased, right? Sorry, just right here. If I increase k, so k value increased, it will make k square increased. But if k got increased, then the number of operation that was performed in this particular set or this particular set will decrease. Yeah, see, D can be done with CST only because its DP intuition is very easy. Like literally, you can just write a recursive code and memorize it. It will pass I guess 7 test cases were not passed by that. I submitted the recursive code only, but I thought that it will work, but I have not looked at the constraints. But after I realized, like I've solved this recursive code in like 12 or 20 or 30 minutes, but it has to be done in convex trick with the context because the time complexity was quite high. Okay, so let's take an example. I have a value 100 and it's 5 and it's 1. Okay, so let's take k as 10. Okay, my k is 10 currently. So if I decreases 10, 10, minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, how many operation will it perform? It will perform 10 operation. For this, only single operation is needed. And for this, only single operation is needed. So the total operation is 12. Okay. So my k is 10 and the total operation is 10. What if I increase my k? Let's say my k is somewhat 40. Now, it will take minus 40, minus 40, minus 40, 3 operations. This single operation and this also single operation. Okay, so the total operation for k is equal to 40 comes out to be 5. So as you increase your k, the number of operation will decrease, and as you decrease your k, the number of operation will increase. Okay, now you need to find the minimum k possible such that this operation values satisfies the condition operations is less than equals to k square. Okay. Now, as you can see, you can do a binary search on it. How? Because if I take a really large value of k, like if my search space is like this, and I have taken my k here, and it is larger than your expected answer, which is provided. Okay, so it will always satisfy the condition. Okay, why? Because your is larger, so k square will also be larger, and now the number of operation is lower, so you can search for better k here. So, and if your answer say your answer lies here, okay, your answer is here, so any k which is greater than answer will always satisfy because k square will be larger and operation is lower. But any k which is less than answer will not satisfy because k square will be lower and number of operation will be higher. Okay, so this is your you can say this is the meet point of that particular search space where you have to find the answer. So the search space will look like false, 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 false with some false, and then you got a true, which is your answer. Then the true will continue. Okay, so this is your search space, and if you look at the search space, it is binary search approach. Just do directly do basic binary search, make L as 0, R as 1E9. That you don't need to optimize it currently because you are in a test. Don't optimize it, but optimization will be the math dot maximum of uh, your nums r nums I comma, okay, the current value of r. So this will your optimization for r, because the maximum number of operation that you can perform is this, and it should be taken maximum with n. Okay, because if you have one, so you have to do at least n operations. Okay, so this is the idea of the binary search. Then just write your code while L is less than equals to R. Take out the mid. This mid is your K, okay? Keep in mind, this mid is your K. Then just iterate over all the elements. Or to iterate your nums or error, whatever it is. Okay, just check how many operation it takes. You can just take the seal value and divide it by a K. Seal value of that particular element IT by K. Then just add it to your current number of operations. If your operations is greater than equals to k square, which means the condition is satisfied, so you go for better. So do end is equals to mid minus 1 or L is equals to mid minus whatever it is. Okay, so do whatever, you know what I mean, like R is equals to mid minus 1, and else you do L is equals to mid plus 1. Okay, so this is your binary search approach. What happened? My just stream freezed on an ad. Wait, yeah, I am live. Okay, so this is your binary search approach. We can look into the code directly. So this is the code. As you can see, what I've done, I made start as 1, end as 1E9, and I made my answer as -1. Okay, my start is less than equals to end, and the basic binary search, take out the mid and count the total number of operation. How you count it? Iterate over all the elements of nums. Take the seal value divided by mid, because mid is k. Okay, then you just check if your operations is less than equals to k square, then you got your answer. Check for better answer, else you will go for the next search space, which is start is equals to mid plus 1. Then you can just return your answer. Okay, so this is your code. It's quite easy. Is this clear, or is there any doubt? I can explain it again. If no, we can move towards the third problem. Third one is quite standard, like the third one. And as the maximum value, yeah, we can use and as the maximum value of the all the elements in the array, and you have to take max with n also. Okay, yes. If you are doing a maximum, then you do max with all the elements of num, and also take max with n. Okay, so you have to do two maxes, because at least you have to do n operation to make that negative, at least, because if it is all one, then you have to do at least one operation, or if it is all zero, at least one operation is needed.